From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
This was the first time that I'd say that I was a little bit scared. You got some wind and one spark, and it's just it can go a little bit too fast.
It was a nerve-wracking day for many in one Napa County neighborhood. The close call after this brush fire came too close to their homes. Yeah, plus Amanda, Twitter's got some competition. Mark Zuckerberg just released Meta's new app called Threads. We'll show you how it works, and could it be a Twitter killer?
Oh, and it's really addicting too, by the way. Taking a look at daytime highs today, we're sitting below average, despite the fact that globally we are breaking records with this heat. We're going to talk more about that coming up in just a second.
And we're already seeing a busy ride for anyone making that trek over into San Francisco via the Bay Bridge. Plus, a little windy on one of our Bay Area freeways, which a lot of super commuters take. I'll have that coming up.
All right, we're taking a live look outside for you on this Thursday morning. Good morning to you and good morning to this beautiful sunrise from our camera on top of Mount Diablo right there over in the East Bay. We're only able to see it, though, because of that camera.
Exactly.
Is everyone pretty much in the Bay Area seeing this right now?
No, right now we're all pretty much blanketed with that moraine layer as we wake up this morning. We'll see sunnier skies down in the Santa Clara Valley pretty shortly, but for now, we're off to a mild and cool start throughout the Bay Area. We're going to change gears real fast. I want to talk about this. The past 3 days were the hottest ever recorded globally, according to data from the U.S. National Centers for Environmental Prediction. The average global temperature reached 17.01 degrees Celsius, beating the August record of 16.9. Now, the Southwest has suffered under an intense heat dome the past few weeks. Temperatures reached around 116 degrees in Phoenix, and highs in the South Texas area have actually soared to 119 degrees. But over in China, an enduring heat wave continues with temperatures above 95 degrees there, and hospitals in India's northern Uttar Pradesh state filled up with patients who have fallen ill due to scorching heat as temperatures soar to around 113 degrees over in northern Africa. And to add to that, about 122 degrees throughout most African states. Now, even down in Antarctica, where they're currently in winter, they're registering their highest temperatures too. So we can expect more of this as we head into our El Nino season, which we already currently are in. So it's kind of interesting to talk about that, despite the fact that here in the Bay Area locally, we're all sitting below average. I mean, about 6 degrees below average today in Concord, 9 degrees below average in San Francisco. This is just due to low pressure moving its way in from the north, but this system will shortly move out. That's allowing for daytime highs today to stay below average, but we will see that warm up right around the corner heading into this upcoming week. I'm going to have more on that in a bit, but for now, Gianna, how are the roads looking over there? I know there's wind advisories.
Yeah, there's wind advisories for just one freeway, the Altamont Pass, and that's pretty typical. So if you're making that ride over onto 580 out of Tracy, it might feel a little gusty there, and it is busy for super commuters making that trek over through there. I'll show you a map of that in just a second. I do want to start off with the Bay Bridge. You can see getting a little backed up this morning. It's not too bad. We're still sort of in that holiday week pattern because of the 4th of July, so a lot of people might be traveling today or tomorrow and maybe have a couple of days off of work, because typically right around this time, this backup would be well beyond that 880 overpass. Not the case right now. So bearable, even with the metering lights on, heading over into San Francisco. We do have a crash or trouble spot. We are tracking South 880 near Hesperian. A little slow as you work your way anyway, South 880 heading into Hayward. North of there, though, the Nimitz looks pretty good near the Coliseum.
All right, so this was the definition of a close call for a Napa County neighborhood. Just look at this wall right here that got so close to all these homes right here. You don't want to see this coming up in your backyard. Wildfire flames burned up to those backyards while people rushed to get out. And it burned about 8.5 acres near Coonsville Road. The good news this morning, it's now 100% contained. As Andrea Nakano reports, what people heard right before the fire, though, makes them pretty certain they know why it happened.
I talked with the incident commander on the scene. He said he felt both nervous and proud of the work that his crews were doing. Firefighters and residents say this fire could have been much worse.
This was the first time that I'd say that I was a little bit scared and to just, get on the, get out of here and get everybody, get the family loaded into the truck and out.
Ken Spickler lives right near the site where the fire started. He says it came just about 100 feet from his home.
As soon as I saw the flames, I jumped on the tractor, grabbed my phone, dialed 911. So I was driving the tractor, talking to the dispatch, and they were here within a couple of minutes.
The Napa Fire Department and several other agencies, including CAL FIRE, responded to this blaze. It raced up the hill and crews were stationed at each home in the fire's path. Although Napa Fire hasn't released the cause of the fire, neighbors reported hearing a loud sound before they saw the flames.
I was on a job on Coonsville and I just heard a bang. It was a firework. and then me and my boss saw smoke.
I might set off a M80 or some kind of big firework. I mean, I was 3-4 miles away and I heard it.
Residents say they've had problems with fireworks in the area during the 4th of July week. Wednesday, the fire forced about 30 families to evacuate from their homes. There were also about 30 students at Silverado Middle School for a summer program that had to evacuate as well. The quick response from firefighters and residents taking steps to create defensible space helped to keep the fire from burning down any homes.
You got some wind and one spark and it's just it can go a little bit too fast.
The residents were able to return home within a few hours. The cause of this fire is still under investigation.
Well, new video from overnight shows a brush fire in Castro Valley. This broke out around 10:30 p.m. near John Drive and Carter Lane. Alameda County Fire tweeted an hour later that crews contained the fire and were in a mop-up mode. So far, no word on that fire's cause. Let's look at our top stories now. We are learning more about an outbreak of violence in Hayward. Police say they've never seen anything like it. By the end of Tuesday night, 2 people have been killed, 14 other people hurt. Officers responded to a deadly stabbing, shootings, and illegal sideshows. In one case, 6 people were shot and hurt at a party on Ranker Place. It happened after a fight at a July 4th party. Cars were riddled with bullet holes, and medical equipment left by paramedics was scattered on the ground alongside fireworks and shattered glass. Police think there were several shooters, including one who was shot and critically injured. Police are still looking for the other suspects. A new bill to raise tolls on the most Bay Area bridges went before lawmakers on Wednesday. State Senator Scott Wiener of San Francisco was looking to raise money to prevent public transportation agencies like BART and Muni from falling off a so-called fiscal cliff. If it passes, drivers will pay an extra $1.50 for the next 5 years. Critics say that first, those agencies should show they will use the money wisely. Jocelyn.
Well, the rivalry between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk just got more heated. Meta's new app called Threads went live about 13 to 14 hours ago, and to say it's a success, well, that's a bit of an understatement. 10 million signups already, and it is still growing. The app is pretty similar to Twitter, but your followers start to show up within minutes. Here's how. Once you download the app, you can link it to your Instagram account. It lets you follow all of those who you are already following on Instagram, and you've got a homepage, a search bar, and the heart icon like Instagram where you can get notifications. You can see replies and mentions. The app is described as Instagram's text-based conversation app. This comes as Elon Musk has been making changes to Twitter, like limiting non-paying members the amount of tweets they can see per day. That's after other changes, like taking away blue check marks unless you pay. A former Twitter exec says Meta is positioning itself at the perfect time.
The user base of Instagram is tremendous, and given how volatile Twitter is right now, it wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't take much to be a great improvement and to provide that kind of experience.
Yeah, it's already got my attention. Zuckerberg says, by the way, that more than 10 million people signed up to join Threads within the first 7 hours of its launch. To put that into perspective, according to Forbes, it took Facebook 852 days to reach 10 million users. Twitter reached 10 million in 780 days. So yeah, it hasn't even been 24 hours, but it's clear this could be a big rival to Twitter. In the 7 a.m. hour, we'll be talking with CNET's Bree Fowler to talk a lot more about Thread. Amanda, did you already download it?
Working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I promise. I need a longer commercial break, and then I'll do it.
All right.
All right, now to another blow to San Francisco's tourism industry. 2 tech conferences that were set to bring thousands to Moscone Center next year are canceled. The Chronicle reports Red Hat is moving its conference to Denver, and Meta has canceled its business group summit. The SF Travel Association tells the paper San Francisco is only expected to do about 60% of its average convention business next year.